If you could have figured this out on your own, you probably would have by now. Hello. So today I am speaking to the wife who thinks that she can figure out how to turn her marriage around on her own. I was that woman. I have a library of self-help books, met with therapist after therapist, our priest, did workshops. I checked every box, doing what conventional wisdom told me to do, but none of it worked long term. So can I sit with you for a moment and just talk heart to heart? If you're watching this, there's a good chance that you've been carrying something heavy for a very long time. Maybe you've been telling yourself, I can figure this out. I just need more time. Things will eventually get better. And what I've been hearing recently is, well, I'm just going to read Coach Carol's book and then I'll be able to do this on my own. Maybe. But I want you to know, right? It makes sense that you'd want to give it a try on your own. Of course, everybody wants to save money. I get it, right? Plus, you're strong, you're faithful, you're committed to your marriage, and you may even have a few friends reading the book with you. Of course, you'd want to figure it out. But here's the gentle truth. If you could have figured this out on your own, you probably would have by now. And yes, my book absolutely gives so much insight into the tools to create the change you desire. Just like when I found the Empowered Wife book, it changed everything for me. But I still couldn't do it on my own. I tried. I even tried to start a book club, and I lost 10 years trying to do it on my own. It was coaching that got me on the fast track to turn it all around. And this is why I became a coach and why I've invested in advanced trainings, a lot of money, and I am committed to empowering Catholic wives to turn their life around. If not for themselves, for their children, because well, they're watching you, right? And not because you're failing, but because we can't see our own blind spots. That's why they're called blind spots, right? We live inside our patterns. We normalize what isn't healthy, and we justify what's familiar. And slowly, over time, disconnection becomes normal. Tension becomes your normal, right? Feeling unseen becomes normal. And you don't even realize how far you've drifted from the marriage you once dreamt of. I remember one woman who came to me and said, Carol, we've been fighting constantly. I felt lonely even when he was sitting right next to me. I started wondering if maybe I had married the wrong guy, or if divorce was the only way to ever have peace. That's where she was, right? But today, now, right, what she told me is now my home feels peaceful. I feel like myself again. I feel close to my husband in a way that I didn't think was possible anymore. Not because she stayed stuck trying to figure it out alone, but because she allowed herself to be supported, to get a seasoned coach behind her. And that's what I want for you. Not to take the long road. No, my mission is to walk with Catholic wives as they rediscover their God-given identity, to step into their feminine genius and to experience a marriage filled with peace, connection, and love again. Especially with summer coming, right? When the kids are going to be home, routines are off, which tends to throw women off. It throws the whole house off, right? And stress can either increase or peace can finally take root. You have a choice, my friend. You can repeat the same patterns. You can keep trying on your own, or you can decide that this is the moment that things begin to change. If you could have fixed your marriage alone, you would have by now. Now, I have a free webinar to support you in this journey, and the link is in the description below. In addition, because I want to empower as many wives as possible before the heat of the summer, I am opening up 3 free marriage strategy calls each week. So you can go to mycoachcarol.com and reserve yours now. These are available for a limited time because I'm going to be traveling cross country with my daughter this summer as she heads to her next military assignment. So grab your time now. You deserve it. And on the call, I won't be pressuring you to buy coaching. This is a sacred conversation to uncover what's happening, and I'll help you solve one challenge. And then, if you want to go further, I'll certainly explain to you how we can work together more. But there's no pressure. Right? You don't have to do this alone, and you don't have to be on the slow road. Coaching speeds everything up, my friends. It really does. I wasted 10 years. I don't want you to do the same. So reach out. Let's talk. mycoachcarol.com. Super easy, all right? I'm Coach Carol. and I'm standing for you.